In this video, we will be looking at slope. We will attempt to answer two essential questions. Number one, what is slope? And number two, how do we calculate slope? The concept of slope will be a central concept for us in Algebra 1 and in the rest of math as you progress in high school. Slope. We will have a couple of different definitions we use for slope. First and foremost, it is a rate of change. And what we mean by rate of change is a change in y divided by per a change in x. This symbol here is the Greek letter delta. And in math, we use delta to represent change in. Change in. And by change, we mean subtract. If you go to the store and buy something that costs $2 and you pay with a $5 bill, they give you your change as $3. They performed a subtraction. Next, we will think as slope as steepness of a line. And by steepness, I mean the slant. Is the line slanted up? Is it slanted down? And how much? We will also think of slope as rise over run. How much is the line going up or down divided by how much it's moving to the right? The rise is either up or down. The run we will consider to the right. All right. How do we calculate slope? There are two main situations where we will have to calculate the slope. One situation will be when they give us an equation. Typically, the equation is going to be in two variables. Our default variables are x and y. The other situation where we will have to calculate slope is where we get some points. And most frequently, points will be given to us in the form of a graph or a table. When we have an equation, it's going to be very easy. We will simply solve for y. After we solve for y, slope is the coefficient, the number connected to the variable. Slope is the coefficient of x. When they give us points via graph or a table, two ways we will find slope. One is using the slope formula. Slope, and we use the letter m to signify it, can be found by finding the difference in the y's, y2 minus y1, and dividing by the difference in the x's, x2 minus x1. This formula may look a little confusing, but it's simply saying subtract two y coordinates and subtract two x coordinates. The 2 and 1 refer to the fact that subtraction is not commutative. We need to make sure that we do the subtraction in the same order. Similar to the formula, we can graph the points and form a right triangle. From there, we will count the rise, that's the up or down, and the run. Run, we will count to the right. We can then form the ratio, rise divided by run, the proportion. All right, a little later on we will learn one more method, and that's using the calculator. To be determined later on. Okay. In all of these methods, that involve points, we need 2 points. A line is defined by 2 points, and we need 2 points to operate this slope formula, to graph and form a right triangle, or to use the calculator. In our linear situation, we need 2 points to define a line.